and next man survive on a figure.
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. What they do is make you believe contrails don't work. It's genius. Listen, burn your computer right now. By my math, we've got less than 3 months left. Seriously. Either that or 30,000 years. Depends on the math. I used to be an accountant. Before I understood everything, I was like you, a drone being harvested. Not the kind of drone that vaporizes people from space. And somebody explained to me why we have the largest military budget in the world, bigger than all the other nations combined, but it's just a bunch of assholes playing with remote control planes. They can work from home, harvesting innocent people. Well, no one is gonna harvest me. I'm beyond harvesting. I don't eat any corn products at all. Not even sweet corn. But when they land in full, and come they will, because some of them are already here, man. They're already here! That terrifies me, and it should terrify the hell out of you. Hold on. Back to the Truth Seeker line.
Yeah, I did like you said on the last show. I've been doing them prepper Kegel exercises so I can store rations in my ass once the abduction comes, because we all know that in the prisons of Lord Zappo, only the truly prepared will survive. At this particular juncture, in my ass, I got a pound of rice, 2 energy bars, a commemorative plate, a tiny saw, a deck of cards, an itty-bitty radio, some loose change, a prophylactic, a masonry bit, a first aid kit, a nudie magazine, a carton of cigarettes, some chewing tobacco, a copy of my medical records, and a mammogram pillow. Because I'll be damned if I'm gonna sleep on the cold hard cell floor.
That's great work. Listeners, let me make one thing clear. I'm not paranoid. I'm not even delusional. This is Blaine County Community Radio, brought to you in association with Pill Farm, Buddy's Trucking, Larry's RV Sales of Blaine County, and U-Tool. Because blue-collar guys aren't geniuses, and neither are you. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Question. Big corporations, harmless, greedy capitalists, or secret, sharing, obsessed communists? I'll let you be the judge. Listen to this thing I read last week. Shit. I wrote it down here somewhere. I read it online. Serious dark internet web shit. Big brains. Solar ecology, lunar infrared capitalism stuff. Oh yeah. And when I was growing up, we had 9 planets. Now it's 8. Where did the other one go? I mean, that is some shit when you can be the government and make a planet disappear. Where did they put it? And who's living there? Here's another fan of the show.
Ron, I think you're right. We're out of tune with the Earth. I've been on a mission to be like the ancient civilizations of South America, when you make a habit of having elaborate sexual rituals with virgins that die at the end, you get a whole new outlook on life. I'm a changed man. I've never felt better. I really like virgins.
Exactly. South America. When I was growing up, people in the South of America spoke English. But that goes to show you, it's about the dark antimatter of money and how the banks and politicians have been corrupted by the Illuminati in a totally different way to the way you imagine. Red alert, people! Banks aren't just about lending you money so you are a slave to the system. They actually enslave you by capturing your DNA at the very moment you open your account, and then use that DNA to build a replicant of you that lives in the same house as the one you live in, only in cyberspace. And you have to keep leveling up and buying shit for your character. And that's the truth everyone ignores. There's a virtual me right now, somewhere. And I intend on finding him and killing him.
Ron, I've been wanting to call your show for a while and leave a message. What you said about doppelgangers is true. I have a doppelganger, and we have sex, and it's not remotely creepy or gay at all.
I wish you would have left her callback number, because I would have warned her. Listen to me. all you twins out there, it's an abomination. You have to kill your twin. In their sleep. Tonight. Right now. Immediately. And for that matter, kill the alien mother that spawned you. She's got a cloning factory in that DNA disaster of a womb. Back to Banks and the alternative reality. They not only want you to default, but also sometimes they switch people for their own avatars. So the question becomes, of course, am I me or my own digital reflection? Sometimes when I drink, things get all pixely. It's pretty out there stuff, I know, but stick that in your garden, wind spinner, and blow it out your ass. Ha! In Brussels, they have a little boy who pees into a fountain and people drink it. No wonder the euro is such a mess. F***ing pee drinkers. And to think the courts called me creepy? Let's get back to this plot by the Banks to use your DNA to build, entirely with your legal permission in documents you signed, a digital slave avatar of you. And that slave version will one day replace you, only it won't have free will at all. You know how they do it? I've said it 1,000 times. Memory foam. Here's a caller that agrees with me.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, it said wait for the beep, but anyway, what you said about memory foam on your last show, that scares the shit out of me. I got one of those memory foam beds. I think it's listening. When I black out, I bang a fat girl. And then she's not there the next day. But I know because there's a big dent there the next morning. That bed remembers. It's downloading my memories and my life every night while I sleep. Ron, I'm scared.
Memory foam. No wonder you're getting such a comfortable night's sleep, America. Wake up! Open your ears! We are going to drag those demon mattresses out into the square of every city and burn them! And those memories and spirits will be set free, like that movie about the Ark of the Covenant. Right, let's play another message we got on the high security, untraceable truth seeker podcast caller messaging system just yesterday. Here, listen to this. It's genius. Real genius. Really makes things clear about the way the dental profession is designed to let people implant heavy metals directly into your brain. Not to make you crazy, but so certain high security government agencies can read your...
animals on some of these farms, and then they eat them. It's like a zombie movie. It's horrible. Everything should be allowed to live. Just think about a world with the streets full of cows and chickens and velociraptors. It'd be great. You could hug them.
Sounds a bit like Australia. That's pretty much the third world, ain't it?
Precisely. What we want is our own world, a fourth world, where we can snuggle with a chicken or a goat, lay in the hay together, where nothing dies.
Listen up, Jeff. You are going to have to understand that the good Lord made natural selection for a reason. It is well known that shark embryos cannibalize their litter mates in the womb, with the strongest one eating all the siblings. My mother was pregnant with triplets, but when she went into labor, only one came out, and that was me. I won. That's the way nature works, son. You can't fight nature, but you can wrestle with it at Dwayne Earl's Art. Stop by and tell Tammy that you heard it on this show, and she will give you a commemorative koozie for your beer so that it will stay cold as you tour the premises. That's about all the time we got this week. This has been Beyond Insemination. I'm Dwayne Earl, and you're not.
This has been Beyond Insemination. You have been inseminated.
You want to own a successful franchise. You want to make money. Well, what do you invest in? Fast food? Frozen yogurt? They're fads. They'll soon go out of fashion. What's the one growth business in America? Isn't it time you got into the one industry that we're giving the Chinese a real run for their money? Correctional institutions. At PIC, we'll help you get set up with your own franchise. Running your own prison is easy. It's the one business where you really do have a captive audience. Just lock them up, throw away the key, and watch the profits roll in. You can guarantee a steady stream of new inmates. We give generously to local and national politicians to ensure stiff penalties for all manner of crimes rather than rehabilitation. Help clean up the streets and make a tidy profit. We'll have America back the way we want it to be. White, paranoid, and happy to burn anyone that looks different. Contact PIC today and get your introductory kit on investing in your own prison franchise. The Prison Industrial Complex, a real American success story that they can't outsource.
96.5 FM, Blaine County Radio, the agenda of billionaires.
Are you about to get some ass whooping?
Presented in simplistic, folksy terms so idiots are convinced to vote for us.
Whoa, yeah!
There we go.
96.5 FM, Blaine County Radio, home of the Patriot.
Do you hear that? Do you? Time. That's time passing. In fact, time is running out. For all of us. For the country. For the state of San Andreas. And also, even more importantly, for the world. That's the truth. The truth about time on a show that is all about truth, whatever the cost. Today on Blaine County Radio Community Hour, I, Ronald Jakowski, am going to blow the doors off your consciousness until you are unconscious. I'm the one to tell you the truth. There will be no more lies, no more fake news. Not here, not now. The truth is that just as the universe began with a bang nobody heard, some scientists have recently discovered it is going to end in much the same way. And they are suppressing that fact to avoid panic. On today's show, which in case the world has already ended, I want to make clear it is actually a pre-recorded podcast we do once a week. We're going to talk about science, and not the kind that rappers drop, but the kind that you don't understand until someone explains it to you. That's me. I'm that someone. I'm about to pull back that curtain once again and show you nasty, unpleasant things you can't unsee. This is it. The chance to see the big, dirty, ugly, and very suppressed truths that I've discovered. And also, to shine a light on the liars who keep us ignorant so they can sell us fear when it suits them, and complacency when that suits them better. That's weird, isn't it? Like sometimes the deep state wants us terrified, so it spreads lies that sedate us. Like WMDs or STIs, the FIB, STDs, TPI, always acronyms. Always damn acronyms. Terror through acronyms. Why is that? Because initials, they frighten us. Subconsciously. That's a verifiable fact a psychologist told me during a session about my father. And it explains a lot. But at the same time, all the real things we should be scared to death of, food tolerance, contrails, banking conspiracies, Lyme disease, all the truths they don't want us to see, then the government keeps very quiet. I'm about to explain everything. It's time to pull back the curtain, people. I love that metaphor for a reason. Again, that came up in a session about my father. But I'd rather not talk about that. This is meta-knowledge. That means big science to take on the big, nasty, deep, deep state. Some people wrote in to say they're tired of my gong. You might as well be tired of the truth! Now I've finished the monologue bit, and to kick things off, I'd like to welcome to the show a different sort of guest to the one we usually get here. Sophia Biles Carmichael, a senior fellow at the American Truth Institute, a prominent think tank in the Capitol, an expert who has published papers about the economy and all the regulations that the state uses to suppress Americans. Welcome, Miss Biles Carmichael.
Yes, thank you, and you're welcome. It's so lovely to be here.
So, what does your think tank do? Do you drive it around, or is it like a pool?
No, Ron, not exactly. We are a group of thought leaders who help take the burden off elected governments. We help set policy by drafting legislation so the politicians, they don't have to think about really difficult issues, and instead have an advocacy group that does it for them. Really, I guess, Ron, you could say we're patriots. Ron, there are a lot of mistruths out there.
I know that, I know.
Yes.
Look, I wake up every day to expose it.
Yes, Ron, and as an American, I thank you for that. Listen,
I know.
Okay.
But, no.
Right, listen, Ron.
No, I am listening to you. I am.
Ron, okay, great,
Wait. Why do you think I'm not listening to you? I'm right here. I am
Ron,
listening.
Okay,
No,
listen.
I am. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yes, of course. Well, we, much like you, see ourselves as outsiders against the bubble. The government media expert bubble. Bursting the bubble. Bubbles are for children to chase on a summer day, or for a woman to spend hours popping those packing bubbles while drinking wine and cursing her newly ex-husband. You know what, Ron? Let me put it to you like this. Do you think for 1 minute that the same people that lied to you about Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny aren't lying to you about climate change, Ron?
My parents.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes, Mommy and Daddy were lying to you.
Jeez.
They were buying into the BS. Ron, it's common sense. Climate changes every day.
Damn.
Hot in the middle of the day, cooler at night. This all balances out. There's nothing to worry about. We don't need to panic, America. It's going to be okay. Mainstream science and the mainstream media are two sides of the same coin, Ron. But you know what? I think the American people are smarter than that. They know when people are lying to them.
Yeah, yes. See, scientists are wrong all the time.
Yes.
Yes, they're the worst.
They are.
Like when they say there's no sound in space, but then all of a sudden, I see these space movies and they're really loud. Everyone sees that. What does that mean?
Okay, Ron. Let's talk to the listeners for a second. I am going to name some times science was wrong. They told us the Earth was flat. It is not. We know it's round. They said the pyramids were built by aliens. They said we would run out of oil by now, but it is cheaper than ever. Smoking. Did you know doctors used to say smoking was good for you? That's sort of how I feel about climate change. Y2K, people, bullshit.
I knew it. I knew Y2K was bullshit.
Yes.
I knew that. They told me that society was going to collapse, and it totally did not. I was ready. I still have a bunker left over. It's still full of macaroni and cheese and cigarettes and some hot dogs and some dog food, okay? I kept all that stuff for the wayfaring strangers that might appear every once in a while. I would have given my body, too. I would have. I thought about that.
You're like a lot of Americans that did that, and I applaud you for that. Science is a lie, but the American people, they don't believe in lies. We're a nation of cowboys, card sharks, individuals who all like the same things. We're too smart to fall for science.
Yes, I know that.
The lies of the mainstream science are measurable. Big data.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't know what that is exactly, but I hate that.
Essentially, the liberals are giving away your tax money for windmills. I mean, have you seen the windmills outside of town? They ruin everything. They ruin the view from people's houses. They built windmills, and we went for the most powerful country in the world to irrelevancy.
Absolutely.
One couple living near a wind farm told me the windmills are so loud and distracting, they can't even make love. Imagine that. I mean, staring at each other in rage and shame, wanting nothing more than to flee the room and this relationship. Ron, look at Holland.
Yeah, look at Holland. Is Holland the Netherlands? Is that no? Look, I've had the same problem. Did you know that windmills are being used to let the government see what's going on in your house? It's a giant antenna. It is literally a giant antenna. Nobody's talking about it. Literally nobody.
Well, let's open up the conversation. Let's talk about solar. What a scam, cheap crap, all made in China. We don't make anything here in America, except for hot dogs, video games, and complacency. Wake up. Fundamentally, 85% of scientists are big liars, only interested in their own agenda. I know this because I have dated one. And these are bogus studies that they're talking about. The models are unreliable.
Oh, yes. You know, I've heard that models are very unreliable because they're vapid idiots on cocaine.
No, Ron, that's a different
Look, I also read on the internet a conspiracy theory that your group, the American Truth Institute, they're in the pocket of the fossil fuel industry.
No.
I heard that.
No. Listeners, that is not true. As I was saying, 85% of these scientists are on the payroll of China, and they want to shut down our gas stations and shove electric cars down our throats. How are we going to get anywhere? What are we going to do? Ride a bicycle, a unicycle?
I hate that. I hate the bicycles.
I've been hit by one, and it is very upsetting.
I hate bicycles and tricycles. I hate that almost as much as the bicycle.
Thank you. That's another part of our initiative. We did a study and found out that 85% of people that ride bicycles are awful people, garbage people. They think they own the road. Think about that for a minute. If they get in power, they may pass legislation so they do own the road.
They shave their legs.
If there is anything that should have us worried about American energy independence, it's that. Bald-legged men in tight clothes. Oh, it is a hellish vision.
Okay, let's hear some of the messages people have left on the Truth Seeker hotline.
Ron, big fan of the show. All the guys on the ward are, well, at least the ones who can speak. Listen, I'm a truther. I believe in empirical evidence. Like, Who the fuck are they kidding? If I can't see it, it doesn't exist. Fuck quarks and scientists. They really sold us a bill of goods. I mean, seriously, they expect us to believe AIDS comes from people having sex with monkeys? Hello? Listen, I've had sex with a monkey, and I assure any women listening, I haven't got AIDS. I was sort of bruised, but just fine. People need to wake up. What's happening to this country? I mean, seriously. And another thing I was thinking about.
Okay, I think that's enough here. But look, he does have a point. Tyranny criminals are coming. We are so weak. Those criminals, they're going to invade our homes. Now, if I had a wife, they'd have their way with her. Now, I've heard about that a lot.
You know what? I'm going to tell you what's tyranny.
I would like that.
Okay, I'll tell you what's tyranny. Recycling wastes more energy than it saves, and it is disgusting. There's talk of making composting toilets mandatory in some parts of the country. That's the green agenda. Eating doo-doo. Watching and controlling the great people of America.
I agree. The government wants to see what I drink and what I defecate every night. And I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Let's play another caller here.
Hey, my stupid husband thinks it'd be fun if we did one of them DNA test kits. What if I find out I'm 1% minority? What do I tell people at parties? It's terrifying. I won't even know how to vote.
DNA tests? Ha! Now don't be a fool.
Well, you're not putting my chromosomes in some database for the mainstream media to hand over to the government. Ha! There is an assault on reality.